welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all well. Yes, I am as orange as anything. Let's address that first of all. So, quick story. I bought a foundation from Poundland, slightly darker than I thought would be appropriate for my skin tone, but the other one was slightly too light. Anyway, I didn't realise this would be quite so orange. I put on one layer, as you do. Couldn't really see much in the dim light, has to be said. Put another layer on, because it didn't look like it had makeup on it. It just looked like it sunk into the pores and just gave me a slight sheen of colour. It didn't really give me any coverage. So I put the second layer on and whoa, orange face. Oh my gosh. I've been trying to brush it off with tissues and things. I don't know if I've done a very good job. I just look a bit orange or a bit pink, don't I? Actually, it doesn't look too bad in this lighting. I have just surreptitiously had another little go at it. I'm in the Sainsbury's car park, so I've had some looks, I can tell you. Anyway, I still haven't washed my hair. I've decided to leave it a few days, trying the hair training thing, and it's not too bad. Put some more dry shampoo in, gonna wash it tonight. Anyway, without further ado, the reason we're here, I popped to Primark, and I had a budget of 80 quid. Didn't spend it all. I needed a few bits of homeware, and I thought the odd bit that comes up and the odd helpful thing like socks and pants, you know. I'm not really into buying any clutter that I'd have to take back or I'd have to re-gift. I am trying to be a minimalist. I don't want too much stuff. I find the more stuff I have, the more it weighs me down, and I don't need any more weight on me, let's be honest. So I went in, and what I was looking for really was like flat cushions, almost like those cushions you can get for garden chairs, you know, ones that you tie to the chairs in a sort of neutral colour, because I have this sort of chest that I'm going to turn into a kind of, what's the word, like a love seat, a window seat, but it's not by the windows. It's not really either of those things, but I wanted some cushions, so I was going to show you that first, but I know I will show you that first actually. So the first item I got, so I spent 60 quid, okay, haven't spent the full 80. So the first, and I'll show both of them to you, because I've got two. Oh gosh, I've torn one of the Primark bags. Can you hear? Oh my gosh, these Primark bags, it's lovely, they're for free and they're useful, but they tear just like that. And I can tell you, if you're walking to the bus stop or running to the bus stop and it's raining and you suddenly feel them, you know, tearing and giving way, oh my gosh, not the best results. Anyway. Oh gosh, everything's sticking together as well. We still got 3 items done. So the first 2 items, which are exactly the same, so I'll show you them together, are these. These were the nearest thing I could find to chair cushions, like flat chair cushions. They are slightly pumped up, but I thought they could be multi-usage then, multi-purpose. I could use them for the love seat kind of thing and for the bed. Or I could move them around and they could be versatile, couldn't they? I could be innovative with them, use them for different things. So these cushions, they're sort of beige, neutral, what's say flavour? Shade, 9 quid. I thought they were 7 quid to be fair, because most things seem to be 7 quid around that price point. Gosh, I sound so American. Price point. No, it doesn't suit me. So, yep, first item is 2 of those. Second item is exactly the same for 9 quid. 2 more cushions. So if you're good at maths, which I'm not, but I can work this one out, you can see there are 4 cushions so far for 18 quid. Actually, when you think about it that way, that's not bad. 4.50 a cushion. You can't really go wrong. So even if they're rubbish, even if they're not that soft after a while or uncomfortable, or I go off them, or if I decide to not take them to the next place I go because I don't really want to buy stuff, invest in stuff that I then have to end up hoarding and carrying around in my car to the next place. I don't want to be a sort of, what's that thing, that fashion throwaway buyer? You buy sort of home decor. I don't want to be a throwaway home decor purchaser. Does that make sense? I don't want to buy stuff and then chuck it and move on, and chuck it and move on. But I don't really want to invest in stuff and have to carry it around with me and have that commitment. You know, it's too much for me. So I thought I'll buy the odd neutral thing, and then I can either gift it to the homeowner when I leave, because I'm not staying there forever. I'm a lodger, by the way. I'm not staying there forever. Or if I really want to take it with me, I can, or I can give it to my mother or a family member, or use it in the car. Anyway, enough me blathering on about that. Next thing I have, and I'm so impressed this didn't smash. Primark, I have to say, I'm going to say one negative thing. They don't offer any sort of wrapping service. I'm not expecting something like Rowan Atkinson's character in Love Actually, where he puts something lovingly onto a bed of flowers and then you know, sprinkles it with glitter and then puts fluffy stuff in there and tissue and bubble wrap and a sprig of holly. I'm not expecting that. But I got this beautiful tray, and look, it literally, they put it into another Primark bag. So she couldn't offer anything. And I said, well, could you give me a Primark bag, a mini Primark bag to put into another Primark bag? Is that possible? And I thought she'd maybe put a couple in, but no, that's literally... So thank goodness this item was... What's a crack there? This item was £7. I don't actually know why I bought it. I don't know if I'm following a trend or trying to be cool, or trying to be different. I don't know. I've never had anything like this. I go for very basic stuff. I'm not into glitz, glam, and what's that word? But not shabby chic, like really glittery and bling. I'm not really into bling, although I like it. I appreciate it on others. It's just not me. I need things to be kept calm. Because you know, my mind's racing and I'm all stressed inside. I need calm and cool, calm neutrals and no sort of distractions. If that makes any sense, although I do love bling, just not on me or for me. So this is the most blingiest thing I've ever had. It is a tray with a mirror. I was about to drop it then. And I think, personally, for £7, you can't go wrong. It's bigger than my face. Oh God, I saw how orange my face was in it. Not need to see that again. So, you know, if you want one of those for £7, I have to admit, I didn't check how much they are at other places. I could have gone to the range and they could have had one for £4.50 or a fiver or something. But to the range, I did not go. I was in Primark at that moment and I thought, yep. I had an idea that one of those tray things might be quite fun for my perfume collection. I do have a little perfume collection all hidden away. I'm so minimalist and tidy. And I thought, why not live a little and bring out the perfume collection, put it on a tray? I will have to clean said tray though. I can't really be arsed with that, to be perfectly honest. But it looks nice. It'll look nice in my room, which at the moment is very bare. More bare than minimalist, actually. I'll have to show you. I've got it before. When I've sort of, you know, tarted it up a little bit, I'm going to do it after. So before, after, reveal. Not there's much to see. It's just a bog standard double in a house that I'm lodging in. I mean, I'm saying this all the time. Have I said it already? I am currently a lodger. I'm Sarah the lodger. Ugh. Do not want to be that forever. So anyway, you probably know that if you're a lodger, you can't make any changes to a room, you can't paint, you can't decorate. You can do these things with command hooks in the wall, but I can't really be bothered. I just can't be arsed with any of that. I just want nice mirrors and cushions and a little bit of soft furnishings, my books, my tech, and then I want it to be a safe haven, a place of calm, whilst I figure out how to progress, move on in my life, and actually have my own property. I say it all the time, don't I? Oh, there's the next item. I was thinking of something else. I haven't lost one item. Next item, I looked at all the mugs and I nearly went for this strawberry one. It was like a strawberry. It was pink with like black bits dotted all over it and then a leaf, obviously, and it was £4. Nearly went for that, I have to be honest. And I thought, I don't know if I want to drink out of it. I don't know if it feels right. It feels too chunky. Tea tastes different in different cups, doesn't it? Let's be honest. So anyway, I went for this. It's really basic. And it cost £1. I mean, was I swayed by the price tag? Yeah, probably a little. Does that make me look a bit cheap and tight? Yeah, probably. But do I really care? No, I don't. I've got loads of other mugs at my mother's house and I'm too lazy to go and get them. And I thought that one will go down a treat where I'm living. It looks right and it can be my lodger's mug. I'm bringing a right stigma to the term, aren't I? It's like I'm not allowed to use her mugs, my landlady's. And that's not the case. I have used her mugs. The said mugs are very nice John Lewis mugs, actually. But I thought if I smash a mug, which I probably will because I'm so frigging clumsy, it may as well be my £1 Primark mug, if any, I reckon. What else have I got that's homeware? Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh, I have a story with this. So I'll show you first of all. It is a fake plant, and actually now I can see it in the cold light of day. It looks faker than I anticipated. In the shop it looked quite real in the lighting until you got close. Even with my eyesight, I'm very short-sighted, but in my eyesight I thought, yeah, it does look a bit fake. But this was £7 and I thought it was slightly overpriced, if I'm honest. I was expecting it to be more like £4.50, like I've said with another item, but you know, it's fine. It'll look good at a distance. I don't wear my glasses in the house, so have a nice blurred effect, a little bit more real than it could have. Anyway, I originally went for something like this, but in a kind of crochet neutral wall hanging creation, a slightly smaller plant with the crochet thing. And I picked it up and that was £7, and that was very nice. It looked probably a bit more realistic than this thing. Although I love you. Actually, I'd have to talk to you, you're fake. So weird. I do talk to my plants normally, but all my real plants are at my mother's house, so I have to go and bring those over in stages. Anyway, so the wall hanging plant, I carried it over to the other little plants where I saw another display, and I saw this one. It was bigger, almost double the size for the same price, but without the wall hanging. So I surreptitiously put the one with the wall hanging into a collection. I kind of buried it with some other plants, and just like that, I heard, and your worst nightmare when you knock over display and all these mini plants. Oh my gosh, they were fake, don't worry, they weren't real. All these mini singular solo plants went crashing to the ground and glass everywhere. And you know when they know that it's you, and you're sort of looking around to say, someone going to clear this up? What do I do? Help. And oh, they were so nice. They came over, they were like, can you please stay there? I don't know what their language was, but they're like, can you stay there, please? Maybe Spanish, I don't know. Really nice people who work there. And I stood there and I thought, Jesus, am I in trouble? Am I going to get charged, fined, banned? And they said, no, you just stay there while we clear up the glass. We don't want you to get injured. Oh, so sweet. Anyway, so they cleared up said glass, and I was left with this one. I thought, I've got to buy one now, haven't I? So this one has come home with me through guilt. I'm so clumsy. You know, I have 3 bags. I really don't have that much stuff. I'm sure I've lost a couple of items. Anyway, the next item is I sound like I'm really into neutrals, and I am, but black is my neutral. Black is my colour. I don't really go for anything else. I've got more into neutrals and clothing recently, like greys, beige, some oatmeal colour, cream. But I don't know, it's not a stigma, but when you're larger, I do find most of us, not all of us, but most of us tend to gravitate towards black or dark coloured clothing. And that's not just to give us a bit of a streamlined silhouette, although it can help. But I have seen larger people who look really good in jeans, a really well-fitting pair of jeans. I once knew a girl who was curvaceous like me, not quite as curvaceous, and taller, more blessed in the leg department, leggy lady. And she looked okay in black trousers when I first met her. She looked nice. She looked, looked very smart. And then she whacked on a pair of jeans and these pins came out. I was like, wow. I was like, have you lost weight? I said, you're so leggy. Your legs are so long. And she was tall. Anyway, so it goes to show you that her legs hadn't suddenly grown in length. The black trousers just weren't that flattering on her. They cut off somewhere. They were boot cut. And they somehow just made her legs look shorter and chunkier. I can't use a positive word there, but they were chunkier, and she looked slimmer and more elegant and streamlined and elongated. That's the word, elongated with the jeans on. So anyway, it just goes to show you some things don't work for everyone, but I do wear black. And it's not just because I think it gives me a bit of a silhouette, a neater, tidier silhouette. I know where I am with it. I can put any black things together, like any black top, I've got my grey top on. Actually, I'm so obsessed with this grey top. I wear it all the time. It is washed all the time. But black things, I just know I am where I am, because they go, anything goes together. You can pick up any top, any trousers, boom, outfit. And also, I am so clumsy. I'm not just saying that. If I have tomato soup, you'll know about it within about 3 seconds. Because I have, lots of drops of soup down me if I wear something cream. And anything shows, and I have a white dog, so actually that's not great. So you can't see paw prints as much, but you can see white hairs. I have one of those roller things. Anyway, I probably will have tomato soup tonight now, especially now I have this. Actually, I've got to wash it before I wear it. But the next item is, after me blathering on, we're at 14.27 already. Gosh, you can really see the orange face in the bags when I got up close, can't you? Oh dear. This was 14. Oh, I thought it was 12, but again, I think things are slightly under or slightly over. In my head, I have this fixed price, an idea what the price should be. I don't know anything. I've got this oatmeal coloured hoodie, and it's quite a nice colour. I think it suits me. It suits my hair colour-ish. So it's just a bog standard hoodie, and I got it in the XL 18 to 20 size. I do think Primark are fairly generous on their sizing. There are some shops where you'll get a top and you'll think, oh wow, it's size 10, it fits me. If you're bigger than size 10, as I clearly am, you know that they're being over generous in their sizing. Some places you'll get a size 10 person only fitting into a size 16. I have a friend who does this, and she's not at all over a size 10, but some of the sizes in other shops, which I won't mention, Hollis, as long as I say the first part of the word, the sizing is all over the place, all over the shop. But Primark, I feel, yeah, they're generous. But I think they're not too ridiculous. You know, if you're an 18 to 20, you know, an 18 to 20 would be a large 18 to 20, a comfy, airy, roomy 18 to 20. So I know that an 18 to 20 will fit me because I'm slightly over that. That's all we're going to say on the matter. The next thing I have anyway are some gold tweezers. And I really do like my tweezers. I'm slightly obsessive with my tweezers. I have OCD, and when you have OCD, you have many different things you're into. You know, you can have anxiety. I mean, most OCD sufferers do have anxiety. It's basically because of anxiety we have these tics and patterns, repetitive things we pick up. But many people have, you know, obsession with cleaning, which I do, and cleanliness and germs, which I do. Some people have to check everything a million times and worry about it, and I have that. Some of us have to touch things in a certain way, like repetitive patterns going on in our head, voices. Some of us have to touch certain things in a certain way. And I am obsessed, you can probably see, as I muck them up, I'm obsessed with plucking my eyebrows. I'm obsessed with plucking around my cuticles, my fingers, and biting them as well. It's very odd. I don't know why I have that one, but I thought I haven't got tweezers just for that. I haven't got tweezers for the job, don't worry. But I found that when I use other tweezers, like flat tweezers, they really cut into your cuticles and they bleed, TMI. And I thought, if I'm going to do anything like that, any work with tweezers, such as eyebrows, etc., may as well be done by some decent tweezers. I'm going to leave those up there on my dashboard for later. Gosh, there's not much left actually. Just goes to show that all that space that's left of that. Those blooming cushions. Well, 3 more items. I really thought there were more things. 60 quid's worth. Normally in Primark, if you go in with 60 quid, it's like you can furnish your whole house. It's that cheap, or it used to be. Not so now, cost of living or what. So the next thing I got was more of this, which I've had before in a previous haul about 3 months ago, I believe. It's a Primark facial moisturizer. What can I say? It's vegan, creme, hydratante polyvisage for the face, vitamin E and organic rose, and 150ml. That was £2.50. You can't go wrong really, can you? If you think how much the posh moisturisers are, and I know lots of them have these peptides or glycemides or whatever they're called, all these different components and chemicals that are good for your skin and things, and I need to look into this kind of thing really, because my skincare, it consists of a face wipe really with a bit of that on, and then that to moisturise, moisturiser. I need to get an eye cream. I really want to have a facial again. But this moisturiser, I've said it before and I'll say it again, if you have sensitive skin, and I have the most sensitive skin, I break out just like that. I flush and blush at anything. I get silly rashes because I have something called urticaria, which is like hay fever. Hay fever for the skin. So anything in the air, pollutants and contaminants, you get weird rashes. And if I have one right now to show you, have I got one anywhere? Let me look in my other mirror. Probably find something somewhere. No, I haven't really actually. Oh, a little tiny bit there. You can see a tiny bit of rash. Yeah, you can see a tiny bit of rash forming. And I have to be very careful, you know, with the amount of perfumes and oils I use in my skin and water and all that jazz. But I find sort of the baby wipes, the sensitive fragrance-free, very Nigella, microwave. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. But I find the moisturisers that are really basic work on my skin. And that Primark one, it's absolutely fine. It works a treat, and for £2.50, I can keep repurchasing it. You can't really go wrong, can you? But I am on the lookout for a really good oil or eye cream or something. So if anyone knows anything for dry and sensitive and, you know, reactive skin, whatever you call it, let me know, please. That would be incredibly helpful. So last 2 items. So, men's socks. And they were £6. That now I think that's quite expensive for Primark, but long gone are the days where you could waltz in, pick up socks, £2. I mean, these are men's, so they're slightly bigger, they're slightly wider, hopefully. This is the whole reason I bought them. My mother the other day kindly remarked, "Oh, darling, your socks are too tight for you. They've cut off your circulation." So I looked at where my socks were, my ankles and feet, obviously. You know what I mean? And there was a slight red band, and I thought, that's not good. I shouldn't be having my circulation cut off by socks. I mean, clearly I need to lose weight. Obviously, that's the elephant in the room. The elephant. But also the socks kind of should fit properly. And I thought, I'll give these a whirl. I did buy some men's socks a while ago from Primark, and I've lost them. Or they've been eaten up by the machine or one of the dogs. I don't know. But I keep having, as many do, odd socks just appearing, and I can't. That's another thing with my OCD. I can't bear odd socks. I can't bear it. I cannot face the day with socks that do not match. So actually, it's 7 pairs. I thought it was 5 pairs. So that's not bad. £6 for 7 pairs. So less than £1 per pair. That's all right, actually, isn't it? And they're size 6 to 8 if you were thinking of getting any. And I do believe they are wider. They already appeared a bit more manly. I'm joking. It's nice to have wide feet if you're a man or a woman, isn't it? Nice to have wide feet. You can have wide feet if you're a man or a woman. That's what I mean. Gosh, I'm not with it at all, am I? Honestly. It's like I've just woken up. Actually, I did have a funny sleep. Yesterday, I woke up early-ish, and I slept because I didn't need to be anywhere until the afternoon. So it mucked up my sleep a bit. And then last night I was watching a film, and it was a Swedish film. What was it called again? It had that girl from The Dragon Tattoo. It's about a couple who, I'm telling you this, basically I went to sleep very late because I watched a film, then I'm slightly lacking sleep. So anyway, this film, the girl from The Dragon Tattoo and her bloke, they're an actress and a director. They went to this cabin in the middle of the woods, and they're planning delightfully to kill each other. So it's a mixture, I believe, of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, The War of the Roses, you're old enough to remember that one, with Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner, and little Danny DeVito. That's really good. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is inspired by that. And also Funny Games. I don't know if you've seen that. It's about these horrible men that go into people's houses and torture them. Basically, bully their way in, taunt them and torture them. So it's kind of a mixture of that. And I haven't actually finished it. I've got the last 20 minutes to go, and it got so late I thought, oh gosh, I'm not giving this my full attention. I'll finish it off tomorrow. Did I finish it off today? No, I didn't. I fell asleep again. I fell asleep with a book on my face. I was reading a book, which I will do a review on. Anyway, that's why I'm tired and looking really rough. Great. Anyway, last but not least, you can't go wrong. I was about to say M&S. M&S do the best underwear, let's be honest, but it ain't in the budget at the moment, okay? Primark undies, 100% cotton, yeah, can't go wrong. And you get 4 packs, 4 pairs, it says 4-pack, full pairs of full briefs for £3.50. So again, they've gone up very, very slightly, but less than £1 a pair. You can't really go wrong with that, can you? So I was expecting to do a bigger haul than that. I went there, and I had such good intentions, and I could not be bothered. I have to be honest and keep it real. I got there, and I had hours to kill, so I went and did other things. I went to the Poundland, I went to the bank, I had a nice lunch, went to the bookshop, went to Workstation, had a look at their closing down sale, bought even more books, and then all my good intentions kind of evaporated. And I got to Primark, and it was really busy. All the schools had come out, and I thought, I can't really be bothered with this. I really can't. I thought all I need some cushions, a tray, a plant or two. So I'm going to go back. I need another plant. And I thought sometimes you need to go and have a look, don't you? If you haven't looked for a while, and buy the first bits and then see how those settle and sit in the room, in the space. And then you can think, what else do I need? So £60 spent. Some of it was on clothing, actually, so it wasn't all spent in the right place. So I kind of have about £40 really, rather than £20, don't I? So I'm going to put this stuff in the space and then see what else needs to be added. Probably more plants, but I really do want to keep it minimalist. I love the idea of cozy, but cozy can be clutter. And cluttered for me, just cluttering up a room, then having to declutter, just clutter in general. Me and clutter do not go together. The only clutter I like, as I always say, plants, books, maybe, I don't know, fairy lights or something. I don't think it'll look right in that room. A big mirror maybe. But I will do the after look. I will put all the stuff in the space and show you. Anyway, I am surprised at how little that haul was. It was 3 bags full. 3 bags. It's just the cushions were big, I suppose, and the tray just took up space, but it felt like I'd have more stuff, more junk. But it's good I don't have junk, 'cause I don't really want any junk in my life. Anyway, where are we up to? Oh my goodness, 26 minutes. That's crazy. And I can't think what else to add, really. There's no point me going on about what I do go on about at the moment, which is being a lodger. It's a funny place to be when you've lived alone for a long time and you've been travelling around as well, and then you're suddenly relegated to someone's spare room. It's not quite that bad. As I say, I'm on my own floor. It's just me up there. So it's like a little studio, I suppose. It'll be more cosy when I've got a kettle, maybe a little fridge. I've got my own bathroom, so that's nice. But it's just a weird feeling. It's psychological. It's really strange. You know, not having a curfew or anything like that, but having to respect someone else's house, not being able to be in their space. All their stuff's there. They've made it their home. I don't really go downstairs if there's anyone else there because there's not really anywhere to sit. There's like clutter all over all the sofas. And there's no curtains at the windows. And I can't sit in a room where there's no curtains. And I can't really suggest that they get curtains for their house because it's not my place to say. So I feel better. I feel almost safer up in my room where I have a blind. I can't believe I'm sharing this. It's so weird. I'll look back at it one day and probably go, you weirdo. But that is how I feel. It doesn't feel like home or my home. And I've got to have a more positive attitude, I realise, to, you know, make the time go quicker and to not at the same time wish my life away. Just try and enjoy it, make the most of it. That's what I mean. And make it less painful. So dramatic. It's not too bad. I will next video aim to have up a before and after. Not that much is going to happen because I'm not allowed to paint or decorate. It's just a room that I'm renting, really. I will show you the before and after, hopefully, and you'll get an idea of what I've done with the few items that I've bought. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely week. I hope wherever you are, the weather is slightly better. I'm just outside London, and as I always say, and the weather here suddenly has got better. Yesterday, I was having to de-ice the car at midday. That is crazy, isn't it? You'd think it would be melted by then. But today, it's fine. It's just cool. It seems just like a normal, crisp, pleasant, slightly overcast, I have to say. Almost spring type of day, really. The weather's taken on a more spring-like tone. But anyway, with me blathering on, you don't really need to hear that. You want to get on with your day, don't you? Take care. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video and have a lovely week. Bye.